Back, the first weekend of women's soccer action is complete with the Big Ten going unbeaten in 12 non-conference matches. Iowa, Maryland, Purdue, Indiana, Oregon, all winners, while UCLA and Penn State both played to draws versus top 10 opponents. We've got Notre Dame, Nebraska, by the way, women's soccer this Thursday on BTN, so keep it locked on here. Back to football now, where Nebraska enters year 4 under Matt Rule, coming off back-to-back 7-win seasons. We know that quarterback Dylan Raiola is no longer there. He transferred to Oregon. The Huskers, though, do return 69% of their production from 2025. That's tied for third most in the entire country. Our Camp Tour coverage continues now from across the country with Rick Pizzo and Jerry DiNardo in Lincoln. Rick?
Michelle, thanks. Jerry, always great to spend a day in Lincoln with the Huskers, despite having to deal with a little bit of rain during practice. Scheduling-wise, it was also unique because this was a practice the day before a scrimmage. We saw some things we typically wouldn't see and others you would expect to see at this point in camp.
Rick, watching any practice is a slice of heaven, okay? It's always a great thing to do.
Says the longtime coach.
Okay, so what we did see is situations. We didn't see a lot of physical stuff. In other words, there was no 9-on-7 where it's just the run game. It's no one-on-one pass rush. It's no one-on-one run game. But we did see situations. We saw a 2-minute, and that was really well done. It was important to get that done before tomorrow's scrimmage. We saw some situations. The only physical part that we saw that I was a little surprised that was short yardage and goal line, and that was only because Coach Rule said they had not covered that yet, and he wanted to make sure he had it in for the scrimmage. So it wasn't a physical practice, but it was almost like a Thursday practice before a Saturday game.
So even though it wasn't physical, Jerry, I do think you could see the physicality specifically with the offensive line. It was an area of emphasis in the portal in the offseason. Nebraska appears to be bigger and stronger up front.
Much like a lot of schools, the portal has become the place where you get depth in the offensive line or even stars in the offensive line. And Nebraska certainly has done that. I mean, they were deeper than I've seen them in the past. They were more athletic than I've seen them in the past. And so there's no question the portal has helped this offensive line.
And the offensive line does not have the help of Emmett Johnson, who last year totaled 1,821 yards from scrimmage. There are a lot of ways that you can try to make up for that. One way is to go out and find a quarterback who can beat opposing defenses with his legs. Anthony Calandria comes in. He's a true dual threat. He is the reigning Mountain West Offensive Player of the Year after an outstanding season at UNLV. And you have to think, Jerry, that it gives offensive coordinator Dana Holgorsen a little bit more to work with when he goes to his play sheet.
It's the RPO, Rick. It's the run-pass option, maybe the most popular play in college football. Indiana won a national championship with being really good at the RPO. And what the RPO does is it allows the quarterback to read a second-level defender, whether to give the ball to the tailback or whether to keep the ball. Well, if you're an athletic quarterback, keeping the ball is dangerous to the defense as a good running back. So we may see more RPOs from Nebraska this year than last year.
We'll also see a change defensively. Another new defensive coordinator for Matt Rule, Rob Orich, arrives. He arrives with a 4-2-5. What did we see from that defense during practice, and what do you expect to see from that defense once we get into the meat of the season?
Okay, so what we saw today was everything you expect to see from a 4-2-5. Why? Because it wasn't a physical practice, right? It's a medium down stopper. It's a long distance stopper. It's some 1st and 10. But it has to be adjusted, and Coach Orich will do this. When we talked about it, it'll be adjusted versus the Big Ten teams that are downhill I formation, which is becoming back into college football more now than that the spread's leaving.
And much like the offensive line with bigger, stronger players, I sat down with Owen Chambliss and Cam Lenhart, and we both said when they walked away, those are some dudes that look like football players. You need those guys, and it appears the Black Shirts have more of those guys than they've had in the past, at least more depth defensively.
More depth for sure. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, you're not playing as many down linemen, so that helps your depth, and that's one of the reasons people go to the 4-2-5.
Schedule-wise, the back end has been an issue for Nebraska since Matt Rule arrived. As he jokingly told us, listen, the start has never really been an issue. We need to find a way to win in November. As you know, having been on these fields in November, that is so much easier said than done.
It is, but that first 5 games, that not easy, but all matchup, that gets you ready for the second half. And they're coming off some momentum because of 2 winning seasons, and if they can get momentum with the first 5 games, they certainly could be undefeated after the first 5 if we all believe that they're matchup opponents. That'll help them get ready for the back half, which is really tough.
Obviously, every coach is going to be positive about their team at this point in camp, but you asked Coach Rule point blank, is this your best team? He didn't hesitate. He said, by far, this is the best team that we have assembled throughout training camp. So there's plenty of confidence. You have to put the show on the field, though, when you kick things off against Ohio.
Yeah, no doubt. Offensively, I think we all know where they're going. Defensively, the fact that the first half of the schedule might be a little softer in the second half, it'll give Coach Urich a little chance to make any adjustments that he feels he needs to make.
Jerry, let's finish here. After a 7-6 season in 2024, a 7-6 season in 2025, and checking some boxes like getting back to bowl games, finding ways to win games that are tight into the fourth quarter, what is the next step for Nebraska, at least from a realistic perspective? Because, and I understand everybody has no losses on the calendar, on the schedule before we start week 1, but this is not a team that is expected to contend with the likes of Ohio State, Oregon, and Indiana right now. What makes 2026 successful for Nebraska?
Well, if you look at it like a fan, you obviously think that the first half of the season they should be undefeated. Then as you get into the conference games, teams that aren't playing for the college football playoffs, but they're in between the college football playoffs and perhaps having a matchup personnel with Nebraska, meaning the next step. I'll let the audience decide who's in that group, but I would think that's the next step.
As many fascinating storylines here in Lincoln as you will find anywhere inside the Big Ten as Nebraska gets set to start year 4 of the Matt Rule era in just a couple of weeks.